Hello everyone and welcome to online session of subject Electronics 2. In this session we will learn De Morgan's both theorems, adder, subtractor and basic laws of Boolean algebra. Now we will see De Morgan's theorems. There are two theorems. Here you can see De Morgan's first theorem. De Morgan's first theorem states that complement of sum of variables is equal to the product of their complements. A plus B bar is equal to A bar into B bar. NOR gate is used to get the equation A plus B bar and bubbled AND gate is used to get the equation A bar into B bar. So a NOR gate is equivalent to a bubbled AND gate. Here you can see truth table of De Morgan's first theorem. By taking all four possible input conditions, we can prove A plus B bar is equal to A bar into B bar. So here you can see that we have taken all four input conditions of A and B and we have proved that A plus B bar is equal to A bar into B bar for each input combination. Thus, De Morgan's first theorem is proved. Now we will see De Morgan's second theorem. De Morgan's second theorem states that the complement of product of variables is equal to the sum of their complements. A into B bar is equal to A bar plus B bar. We can get A into B bar equation using NAND gate, and A bar plus B bar equation is obtained using NOT gates and OR gate. Bubbled OR gate is equivalent to NOT gates and OR gate combination. So here you can see that NAND gate is equivalent to a bubbled OR gate. In the truth table, we have seen and we have proved that A into B bar is equal to A bar plus B bar. Here we have taken all four possible input conditions of A and B and we have proved that A into B bar is equal to A bar plus B bar. XOR gate can be used as a parity checker. Now let us see 3 input XOR gate with its truth table. So here you can see that when the number of ones is even, the output is 0, and when the number of ones is odd, then the output is 1. Thus XOR gate can be used to indicate even or odd parity in given data. Half adder can add 2 bits. So here you can see that there are 2 inputs A and B and 2 outputs sum and carry. Truth table is shown here. So you can see here, if inputs are 0 0, sum is 0, carry is 0. If inputs are 0 1, sum is 1, carry is 0. If inputs are 1 0, sum is 1 and carry is 0. And if inputs are 1 1, then sum is 0 and carry is 1. Here you can see that we will get sum output using XOR gate and carry output using AND gate. So you can see here the logic diagram of half adder. Output equation: sum is equal to A bar B plus A into B bar, and for carry it is A into B. Half adder does not take into account previous carry if any. This is the drawback of half adder. It can add only 2 bits. So it is used for LSB addition. Full adder can add 3 bits. So here you can see it can add A, B and carry input. There are 2 outputs, sum and carry. XOR gate is used for addition and AND gates and OR gate are used for carry output. So here you can see truth table of full adder. Here you can see how full adder is constructed using 2 half adders. So In first diagram, you can see the block diagram of full adder using half adders, and in the second figure, you can see logic diagram of full adder using two half adders. Half subtractor is used to subtract one bit from another one. So here you can see truth table, block diagram and logic diagram of half subtractor. XOR gate, NOT gate and AND gate are used to construct half subtractor. Here you can see logic diagram and truth table of full subtractor. There are three inputs A, B and C and two outputs difference and borrow. In the truth table, you can see difference output and borrow output for all combinations of input conditions. Now we will see 4-bit binary adder. For addition of two 4-bit numbers, we use one half adder and three full adders. Half adder adds LSB, that is A0 and B0. Its output is S0. And full adders add A, B and carry input. So here you can see there are 5 outputs S0, S1, S2, S3 and C4. So here you can see two examples. If input A is equal to 1010 and B is equal to 1001, then we will get output 10011. Similarly, here in the second example, you can see that if A is equal to 1011 and B is equal to 0101, we will get output 10000. Now we will see how XOR gate is used as controlled inverter. If one input of XOR gate is connected to 0 and other is input X, then output Y is equal to X. Here XOR gate acts as buffer or pass gate. But if one input of XOR gate is connected to 1 and other input is X, then output Y is equal to X bar, which is complement of X. Here XOR gate acts as inverter. So depending on the input given, we can control the output. Hence it is called as controlled inverter. So here you can see that if number is 4-bit A0, A1, A2, A3, then we can invert or complement that number by using 4 XOR gates. So if we give plus VCC or logic 1 to one input of XOR gates, then you can see here that this 4-bit number is inverted. So A0 is inverted and you will get here output A0 bar. Similarly, you will get output A1 bar, A2 bar and A3 bar. Now we will see 4-bit binary adder or subtractor. So here you can see block diagram of 4-bit adder or subtractor. So 4 full adders are used for addition. Here XOR gates are used as controlled inverter. Here one control signal is used, which is known as M. When M is equal to 0, the circuit functions as an adder. When M is equal to 1, the circuit functions as a subtractor. XOR gates have two inputs. One is connected to B and the other to input A. When M is equal to 0, the outputs of XOR gates are same as inputs B. Then full adders add B with A with carry input 0 and hence an addition operation is performed. When M is equal to 1, XOR gates produce complement of B. Carry input is added, which is 1. Hence the complemented B inputs are added to A and 1 is added through the input carry. Thus, subtraction operation is performed using 2's complement method. Now we will see one example. If A is equal to 1100 and B is equal to 1001, and if M is equal to 0, then addition of two numbers A and B takes place. So answer will be 10101. If M is equal to 1, then subtraction by 2's complement method takes place and you will get answer 0011. Here you can see basic rules of Boolean algebra. So here you can see all basic rules of Boolean algebra, De Morgan's both theorems, commutative law, associative law and distributive law. So these are the basic laws of Boolean algebra. So now we will see some problems based on Boolean laws. So using basic rules of Boolean algebra, we can simplify Boolean equations. So here you can see some examples. So here in this example also you can see how Boolean equation is simplified using basic laws. So that's all for today's session. Thank you so much.